Hello, Trevor here from Alan's Music Centre for the Hobby Organist channel, and today's video actually is on something a bit different. We're going to look at questions that we've had on some of the Wersi organs, so we thought we'd do something a little bit different, look at a different manufacturer, and so that video will be coming up next. But before that one, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody's support about the new project that we have with the channel moving over to Patreon. And the new subscription service. It's been amazing actually how excited everybody is about it. We've had lots of messages and lots of phone calls and lots of emails, and everybody seems to be really behind the project, which is fantastic. I'm actually sitting here in our new studio that we're getting ready. We've got new equipment coming in and mixers and tripods and all kinds of stuff. I'm even sitting here with a brand new organ. This is the new Ringway RS 760, which we'll be doing some recording on next week as well. So it's all happening, and we're all gearing up for the 15th. A lot of people already want to know how they can sign up before Tom's even done the video showing us how to sign up. So I have put a link on the description of this video, but essentially all you need to do is go to a website called patreon.com. It's www.patreon.com, and if you search on there for the Hobby Organist, you'll see our channel straight away. And then you can sign up. We actually had 2 people sign up already, so thank you very much, and we're looking forward to having everybody's support. If you do go on the channel now, we've already put some exclusive content on there. We have our friends with Ringway. Actually, we spoke to Ringway about what we were doing with the channel and the videos and how excited everybody was, and they very kindly sent us over a number of videos of some of their students in China performing. And to be honest, they are absolutely incredible. I've been transfixed by watching them. And so if you do sign up for the channel, there's already a whole range of exclusive videos that you can only see on the channel with these incredible Ringway performers performing on the RS 800 and the RS 1000. So if you do sign up, that's something to watch in the meantime while we're waiting for everything to all switch over. What we also thought would be nice is to do a little thank you for everybody who does sign up. So the first video that we will be posting will be something that's been requested, I think, for about 10 years. So we're actually going to do it. We're going to do a little a masterclass on playing the song called Even When. So everybody that's been following our videos, we've got lots and lots of songs that we wrote just for the Lowry organs. We used the Lowry fanfare, Jackie's theme, and everybody's been brilliant at recognising them. Well, I've recorded, we did a song called Even When, which is our most requested piece that we've had of all the videos all the time, and so we've finally actually transcribed it. So everybody that signs up will get an email with a PDF with the music to Even When. And the first video will be a little masterclass on how to play that on your organ. So that's a thank you from us for everybody for signing up and supporting us. So today's video essay is on the Wersi, so enjoy watching that. I was speaking to somebody early on today, and we were talking about the fact that we're going to cover all the different makes and models that we can on the channel. Because even if you don't have that particular organ, it's actually fascinating watching and learning about other instruments. So even if we post something about a Wersi or about a Ringway, and you have a Lowry or vice versa, I think it's still very interesting learning about the other instruments. I mean, I like cars, so I like watching programs about cars. So I think people will be fascinated by learning about different instruments, and I thought it would be fun also to record some vintage instruments as well. We in the shop sometimes taking part exchange some of the older instruments that I remember from my youth, so we're going to record some videos sort of having fun with those as well. So anyway, enjoy today's video. Thank you very much for your support so far. Have a look on the link at the bottom of the description of this video, and that will take you straight to the Patreon website. Or you can just go straight to Patreon, type in Hobby Organist, and you can sign up there. So brilliant. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you again tomorrow for Friday, which is going to be our Styles Day on the Lowry. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello. Oh, giving the camera a nudge there. It's Trevor here, Alan's Music. And we're sitting today at a Wersi organ. In fact, we're sitting at a Wersi OAX 1. And this is quite a unique instrument in the sense that it's a keyboard. But as a keyboard, you can add a lower keyboard to it. There we go. And you can add pedals to it all the way down there. You can see them. So you have sort of, this instrument comes in different flavours, where you can buy just a keyboard on its own. Or if you want it to be in an organ format, you can buy the lower keyboard and the stand to go with it and then plug it on top. And you can add pedals to it if you want to add pedals, but if you don't play pedals, you don't need to buy them. And then you've got an instrument which you can play at home as an organ, but if you want to take out a keyboard, you can still take off the top part and take that out. So, very clever instrument. And what is unique about the Wersis is they have this very, very large screen in the middle, which is actually running a Windows computer. And the Wersi program runs within that. Now, I'm not going to go into great depths on the whole operation of the Wersi in this video. That's something we're going to cover in later ones. But today we want to answer a specific question that's come up from one of our Wersi owners about recording their playing, which is something we all enjoy doing. We all like to record ourselves and play it back and see how it sounds. And so the Wersi has a recording facility, and the recording facility on the Wersi is what we call an audio recorder. So you probably remember the video we did a while ago where we talked about the difference between audio files and MIDI files and so forth. So the recorder on the Wersi doesn't record the notes that you've played. It doesn't remember which buttons you pressed. It doesn't remember the chords you played. What it remembers is the sound that you made. It records the actual sound. And that, at the end of the day, is kind of what we're most looking for. Most people are looking for is to hear the sound back. And that means that you can then take that sound and play it back on the different formats. So you can play it in your car or put it onto a CD and so forth. So what we're going to do is just go through the recording sort of process on the Wersi, and also for anybody who wants to be a bit more high-tech is how to get those recordings out of the organ and onto a memory stick if you want to share them with other people. So what we're going to do here, we're just going to zoom in on the screen a little bit more so you can kind of see hopefully what we're doing on there. If that is clear, there we go. Lovely big screen. And the advice always when you're doing any kind of recording is to make sure you get the instrument ready. So I've got myself ready. A little test, as you just heard, with the sound. Make sure the sound right, got a nice rhythm, got my tempo right, I'm all comfortable, so I'm ready to record. And so what I'm going to do is press down here the button that says, or the icon that says audio record. Dang. And that brings up on the screen a little box that says audio record, funnily enough, and there's a record button, just as you'd find on a tape deck or any kind of recording system, a round red record button. So I'm going to press that, and it now says on there recording in progress, and it's counting the seconds. So even though I'm not making any sound, it's recording the silence. So let's get ourselves going again, get a bit of rhythm. Now when we're finished playing, the organ doesn't know that we've finished playing even though the rhythm stopped, so we have to tell it we're finished by turning off the record button. There we go. And now it says on there recording finished. We recorded there for 45 seconds. And we have two options now. We have discard, which means it will forget that recording, so it'll be gone forever, or we can save it in the organ. So I'm going to choose the save option. And when you go to save, it shows you on this screen a number of spaces where you can actually save this recording. And there's been 4 already done on here, some test, one called Bacon, I don't know what that is, Conquest of Paradise. So we're going to save into this free spot here, number 5. And you can choose a different spot. You can just touch the one you want to select on the screen. And we want to give it a name. At the moment, this name that it's suggesting is recording 0604-1507, so like a date stamp. Let's give it our own name though. So we're going to press the renaming button there. And we're going to choose new, so we can give it a new name. And we will call it, let's call it Laughing Samba. It's like, oh, I can't miss the A out there. The nice thing about the Wersi is you get this wonderful big screen, so you can type in names rather than having to do all the little fiddly bits. Laughing Samba. Happy with that. Press enter, and now we can choose save. So magically it's recorded and saved that, and everything's all gone back to normal, and we have then no idea where that recording has gone. So let's bring ourselves back out again, go the right way, and look on this side of the panel. And over on this side is where we can call up MIDI files, which we might have on a USB stick, and audio files. So I'm going to press the audio button, and that brings up on the list the recordings that I've made already. I just noticed I called it Laughing Samba. So we can find an earlier recording, say Conquest of Paradise. Let's choose that. Now to play this back, it's actually played back by the accompaniment system. So to start back an audio recording playing back, we actually press, if you can see down here, just on in the corner, the actual proper start-stop button. And the volume of that recording, of that playback, is actually controlled there by this song drawbar. Very dramatic. Let's try my Laughing Samba. So remember at the start of the recording I was talking, and so it's recording the silence, and then hopefully it will kick in with my bit of playing any moment now. And because it's an audio recording, it's playing back independent of what the instrument is doing. So I could choose a totally different sound up here on the piano. And play back with it. When you're playing back a song, a little box pops down here to replace the style section that tells you the name of the song you're playing. The start stop, you can actually have a start stop on the screen if you want to. You can even move a certain part of the recording. So you can just say I can wind it back and play that back again. If I want to choose a different song, I can either press that audio button, or I can touch audio button up here. And then choose a different song. I don't know, one that I did earlier, test, I don't know what's on that. Let's try this one. So, it's very, very easy. Basically it's working like a tape recorder. Let's do another one just to prove that we've kind of got the idea of it. Let's find a bit of country pop. Let's try that. Yeah, we're happy with that. Let's do a recording then. So go to audio record, press record. It says recording in progress. And we're away. Let's have an introduction. Remember, when it's finished, the organ doesn't know we're finished playing yet. We can continue playing without the ribbon, so we have to tell it when we're finished by turning the record button off. Then it gives the option to save. Let's press save, and you can see the songs we've done on there already. On there, Laughing Samba, space number 6 we go for. We're going to touch rename and new, so we get the there one, and we just call it Crystal. Say. Press enter and then choose the save option, and that's now been recorded and saved in the organ. To call it back, press the audio button and we should see there Laughing Samba. So we can go back to Laughing Samba, it's still there, together with its 5 odd seconds of silence, which you could fast forward for, remember, on that screen here. You can go back, audio, press crystal. Remember, as the volume is actually on this song drawer bar, so fade it out, and you can still play on top of it. That's how we do a recording on the Wersi, how we save it, how we give it a name, and how we find it back. Now, so once you have the recording in the organ, you may want to take it out so you can share it with friends and family, or email it, or put it onto a CD. So at that point you would need something to store it onto, which is going to be, in this case, a USB stick. So I'm going to pop that in the USB slot just up here in the top right hand corner. And I'm going to zoom back in on the screen on this one. Zoom back in, there we go. And, a bit too far, there we go. I'm going to choose this time the accompaniment button over here. As I said, the audio recording and the playback of them is actually covered within the accompaniment section of the organ. And so this screen here actually shows us all of the styles which are stored in the instrument, and is also a means of seeing all of the audio files which have been recorded. So I'm going to touch audio here, and there we go, we can see our list again that we had, Conquest of Paradise and so forth. Now I'm not using these to play them back, this is so we can get them onto the stick. So what we're going to do is choose the song that we want to put onto the stick, say Crystal Chandeliers there, Crystal, and at the bottom here I'm going to choose the option that says Export. And it's going to ask us where we want to store it. Do I want to store it in the organ? No, I want to store it onto the USB stick. This one here, it says D. And when you press D, it shows you the stuff that's already on the stick. When you're happy, you press Export. And after a few seconds, that audio recording now, there we go, becomes exported to crystal.wav. And so it's now on the memory stick. So that recording you can then put in your computer and play back, and you'll hear exactly the same sound as you did on the organ. So let's just recap that. So from the main screen of the organ, we went into accompaniment. That shows us all the accompaniments which are actually stored in the organ, but we're going to be worried about the audio one here. So we press audio, and then we see here the list of all the different audio files that we've recorded so far with their names. When you find the one you want to put onto the memory stick, you select it, choose Export, and then confirm it by pressing Export. It says accompaniment is being exported to D. D is describing the memory stick. Likewise, if you want to, you can import WAV files into the organ and play them back rather than having them on the memory stick. So again, the import option is like sort of loading them into the organ, so you're importing them into the hard drive of the organ. And so from the audio screen here, we choose Import. And there's different locations. Again, the source for us is going to be from D. We want to store it as an audio file. We choose the one we want to import. This is going to be confusing because we've already got these ones. And you confirm import, and then you ask a space where you want it to be stored. Let's put that in number 7, press save, and now we've installed Bacon again. So essentially the recording and playback is just like you would have on the tape recorder. Let's zoom back out. It's recording the audio of your performance. If you're just doing it within the organ, that's fine, just use the audio record button and look at the audio files by pressing the audio button over in the style section. But if you want to take the file that you've recorded and you want to put it on the memory stick, then we must go into the accompaniment thing there, choose audio, choose when you want, and choose export onto the memory stick. So I hope that makes sense. If you've got a Wersi organ and you've got some queries about that operation, give us a bell or message us, and we can go through it in a little more detail for you. We're going to be recording a lot more how-to videos on the Wersis now, as I said in the start of the video. We're going to cover a lot more different manufacturers of all these instructional things, because it's fascinating, even if you don't have these organs, learning about how they work and all the different things that they do. So thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you again tomorrow for our Friday selection of styles.